Furniture in Fashion podcast. Welcome to Furniture in Fashion, a podcast exploring modern furniture and how it fits into real homes across the UK. From modern living rooms and bedrooms to dining spaces, storage, and everyday interiors, we talk about the choices that shape how homes actually work. Each episode looks beyond trends to focus on comfort, proportion, layout, and long-term value. Whether you're choosing a sofa, a dining table, or storage that has to work harder in smaller spaces, we share practical guidance for real UK homes, from compact flats and terraces to family houses and open-plan living. This is the Furniture in Fashion podcast. Thoughtful furniture for everyday affordable living. Here's something that might surprise you. The average UK living room is now 32% smaller than homes built in the 1970s. Yet studies show we're actually getting more functionality out of these spaces than ever before.
That's such a fascinating statistic. How are people managing to make these smaller spaces work better than their larger counterparts?
Well, it's really about this revolution in furniture design that's happening right now. Modern manufacturers have completely reimagined how furniture can work in compact spaces. We're seeing pieces that are 40% lighter in visual weight while maintaining the same seating capacity.
And I've noticed this huge shift toward what designers are calling floating furniture, pieces elevated on legs that create this sense of space underneath.
Exactly right. And you know what's really interesting? Studies show that simply raising furniture off the floor by 6 inches can make a room appear up to 20% more spacious. It's all about that visual flow.
Oh, that's fascinating. I had no idea the impact was that significant. Does this trend extend beyond just sofas and chairs?
It absolutely does. The whole industry has shifted, like take storage solutions. Modern cabinet designs are now incorporating what's called negative space principles, which can make a room feel up to 15% larger while actually providing more functional storage than traditional pieces.
Well, that certainly explains the boom in modular furniture sales. I read somewhere that the UK market for adaptable furniture grew by 45% just in the last 3 years.
And what's really interesting about that growth is how it's driving innovation. Manufacturers are now using advanced materials that reduce furniture weight by up to 30%, while actually increasing durability. It's like, this perfect storm of necessity meeting technology.
Speaking of technology, I've been seeing these incredible advances in smart furniture design. Have you been following any of those developments?
Oh man, that's where things get really exciting. We're looking at furniture that can transform throughout the day. Studies show these pieces can increase usable living space by up to 40%. And get this, some new designs are incorporating AI to learn your living patterns and adjust automatically.
That's mind-blowing when you think about how far we've come from those heavy Victorian pieces we were talking about earlier.
Right. And here's another surprising fact. Modern furniture design has actually been shown to reduce stress levels in small spaces. Research indicates that properly scaled furniture can lower perceived crowding by up to 25%.
You know what's really interesting about that? The psychological impact extends beyond just the feeling of space. It actually affects how people interact in these rooms.
Exactly. And that's where the data gets really fascinating. Social interaction in well-designed small spaces has been shown to be more intimate and meaningful, with conversation times averaging 23% longer than in larger, more traditionally furnished rooms.
So what you're saying is, these constraints are actually pushing us toward better design solutions?
Yeah. And not just better, but smarter. Like, contemporary furniture designers are now working with environmental psychologists to understand how people move through spaces. They found that reducing furniture footprint by just 15% can increase social interaction zones by nearly double.
Well, that certainly puts a new perspective on the whole less is more philosophy.
And you know what's really going to blow your mind? The future projections. Experts are predicting that by 2025, about 60% of urban furniture will be designed specifically for spaces under 400 square feet. It's like this complete paradigm shift in how we think about living spaces.
That's going to require some serious innovation in materials and design approaches.
Oh, absolutely. And it's already happening. The latest materials being developed can change opacity based on natural light levels, effectively making furniture appear lighter or heavier depending on the time of day. It's like, you know, furniture that actually responds to its environment.
So, if we're looking at the bigger picture here, this isn't just about furniture design, it's about adapting to changing lifestyles.
That's exactly right. And what's really exciting is how these changes are creating more sustainable living patterns. Smaller, more efficient furniture typically uses 40% less material in manufacturing and reduces transport emissions by up to 35%.
Those environmental benefits are pretty significant when you scale them up across an entire industry.
And that's really the key takeaway here. These design innovations aren't just making our spaces more livable, they're actually helping create a more sustainable future. Who would have thought that smaller living rooms could have such a big impact?
Well, I suppose sometimes the biggest changes really do come in the smallest packages.
You know what? That might just be the perfect way to sum up this whole revolution in furniture design. Big impact, small footprint. It's not just about making do with less space, it's about making that space work better than ever before.